Okay, so while you all are joining, I'll just explain what we are going to do today. We will start working on the matte paintings and the 3D layers inside the After Effects. Now, what are the matte paintings basically? Matte paintings are uh, some sort of layers that you create either in Photoshop completely, or you take any footage and take the footage inside Photoshop or any other application and redraw it. Usually in the movies, if you have seen, some of the parts that looks 3D might are not 3D. They are just matte paintings. They are created in any application and then they are brought into applications like After Effects or Nuke, and then they are generated as a 3D environment and they will look 3D-ish. Okay, so that's what the purpose of matte painting is. And inside After Effects, 3D layers are highly used to create some sort of matte painting. So first thing what we will do here is that we will create, I have some 3D layers which I created in Photoshop. I will bring them here and then we will rearrange them and we will create a 3D layer out of it. Okay. And once it is created, we will start using a 3D camera to make a scene. Okay. So I have here, what I will do here, I will bring them here. Okay. Like some cloud layers I have, chroma, screen, like a green screen video I have it here, and I will bring that all here. So I will bring them here, I will drag it here, drop them, and they are imported here now. Okay, so they are importing now, you can see on my screen. Okay, so here there are, you can see now. Okay, and one more thing, please let me know, are you able to see the screen clearly? Is everything is working fine here? Also, let me know. Just type over there if the screen is clear and you are able to see the whole thing. If there is any issue, let me know so I can restart the stream. So either on Blackboard or here, you can let me know about it so I know that the screen is clear. Okay. So now I have imported all the files here. Now simple, what I will do here is that I will show you what I have here. I'll double click here and to show you what this is like a green screen uh, footage of a lion. Okay. Also, we have here, let me close this. We have this like a cloud footage. Okay, like this kind of a cloud. Then we have other clouds you can see here. Okay, this is cloud here. This is like different kind of clouds are there. Now here I have mountain, and this is all different kind of mountains you can see here. I have this big mountain, then I have this mountain, then I have this, and different sort of mountain parts I have. Sea also I have it here as well. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to I will close this one. Now all of them I have renamed them different with different names. So I have here C, so this should be behind the whole thing. Okay, so let me make a new composition because I don't have any composition here, so I have to create a new composition by clicking this and then choosing this part. I will make it very short, not 30 seconds. 10 seconds is enough. So I will change the duration to 10 seconds. You can see that I have changed it 10 seconds. Everything else I will keep it as it is. Frame rate, I will make it 24 frames per second. Okay, now I'm done. I'll press OK. I have an empty window here. Now what I'm going to do here is that I will bring this sky first, drop it here. And once I will drop it here, you can see the sky is there. And I will scale it just like this thing. Okay. And after that, what I will do here is that I will start bringing other pictures here. I have mountain far, mountain near, mountain middle. So I will take the mountain far and put over the sea and scale this one as well. Okay, this big. Now I will go to the mountain middle, put over the mountain far, scale it, make it a little bigger as well. Okay, and then I have mountain near. I will put the mountain near on top of the mountain middle, and also I will scale this. And this one I can put it down. Okay. Now they are not 3D right now. They are on top of each other. Okay. Now this one, if you will notice that I don't want it to be in this direction, what I can do here is that I can right click here. Okay. And go to the transform mode and flip it horizontal. So now this is how I want it to be. Okay. Now, one thing I need to do here before converting all these layers into 3D, because this is not 3D right now, I want them to look realistic. Now, anything which is far away, okay, should be let me close all this here so I don't have more things. And I will hide these two, only this one. Now, anything which is far away should be, if you will see any picture of a mountains, okay. Like, let me show you picture here. So if you will notice here, this picture, anything that is far away is quite low saturated, then high saturated. This is basically a painting. So if you will see the real picture, anything which is far away is quite low saturated. It's very light and you cannot see that. Okay. And then it starts appearing as we come closer. This kind of effect I want on these. So I will take this one. I will go to Effect, Color Correction, Hue and Saturation. The first thing I want to do here is that lower down is Hue. Okay. So it's like saturation. Sorry. I added on the sky by mistake. Let me delete this. Let's go to the mountain layer and apply this color correction, hue saturation on the mountain. Now I will reduce the saturation of the mountain just like this. You can see that this bit lighter now. Master lightness, I can bit decrease it to make it like this. Okay. Now I will go to Effect, Color Correction, again Curves. Now I want to bring some blue color because anything that is far away is affected by the sky reflection. So if I will go here in the channel of the curves and blue and start pulling the blue up, okay, so you can see that, not too much, you can see that it is blending with the background over here. Okay. Now last thing, Effect, Color Correction, and brightness on contrast. So I will roll down the contrast. Okay. And maybe a bit darker, something like that. Or let the brightness as it is. I don't want to change this brightness. Now I cannot go beyond this because -100 is the maximum. So what I can do here is that I can duplicate this brightness contrast effect again, Control D, so it will reapply this effect. If I want more, I can apply again. So now I think it is fine, but curves, I think I should bring it last, so that it will apply the effect last, and also hue and saturation after the curve. Oh, sorry, before the curve. Let's see. Okay, and let's change this back to 0. I think before the curve it's better. So I'm done with this background. Okay, now here the curves, I will go to the RGB value of the curve and make it a little darker, so that overall it will become a little darker here. Okay, and I can play with the green color output also, because there is some greenish in the blue as well. Now I think it's fine. Okay, now I'm done with this. What I can do, I can select all of it, copy it, and in the middle mountain range, I can paste this one. It will apply on the middle mountain as well. But in the middle mountain, I don't need a lot of contrast here, so I will at least delete 2 of them. Okay. In the curve section, I can go in the RGB, and I will try to make it a little darker, not too dark, little dark, something like this. So I think now it is fine. Now I will show this one. Okay, this is fine, which is okay. And one thing here is that I think I might need one more brightness on contrast here. Now it's fine. Okay, so what I will do in the other one, I will turn on the legacy to show the like a legacy mode, which is the old style of mode. Now it's fine. Okay, now I will paste everything on the front one also, but here I will remove all these brightness. I don't want any brightness on this mountain. Okay, and hue and saturation, I will change it to little bit high saturation. Okay, that's fine. Now I'm done with this whole thing. Now what I want is that I want to add some of the clouds. Okay, now I have bigger clouds, I have small clouds, and different type of clouds. So I will take this one. This is cloud PNG4, and I will drag and drop it over the sky. So it will be here. I will bit scale it up. Okay, move it upward somewhere, maybe somewhere here. Okay, and press T on my keyboard for the opacity, and I will reduce little bit opacity of it, not too much. Okay, then I will take another cloud, like suppose this one, PNG, let me see which one, PNG3 I guess, or maybe PNG or PNG3, I think is fine. I will take PNG3 and put over the far mountain, so it will be here. This one also I will scale it up. Okay, put it somewhere I think where it looks good. Press T for opacity, reduce the opacity of this one a little bit also. Okay, then what I will do here, I will take another one, maybe this one, cloud 2 and put over this one. Okay, scale it up. Put somewhere down here. Also, I'll press T here to reduce its opacity a bit. Okay. And then what I will do here is that I will check which mountain I can put more here. Maybe cloud 5 I will take and put over the new mount, this one. Okay, on top of everything. So I will scale this up as much I want, and I can drag this one down a bit here. Okay, so I have all these mountains, like all these layers here. Now, one thing I need to do here is that I will convert all these into a 3D layer. Okay, but before converting this into a 3D layer, I need a 3D camera. So I will go to the layer, new camera, and here I will have this camera 35 mm. Okay, I will keep this everything setting. Just the name I will call this 3D camera. Okay, and I will press OK here, and once per session, okay, I have the 3D camera here. Now every layer here is basically a 2D layer. I want to convert all of them into 3D. So here is my 3D layer option. So I will go in each of it and convert that into a 3D layer. Okay. Now once this is 3D layer, they all are at one position. Okay, at the same position. They all are at the same position, same rotation, same scale, everything have same. How I will know about this, how to know this? First of all, let me do one thing. Let me reduce my resolution so it is clear. It will not crash, or it will become a little faster. I will move from full to third. Now what I will do here is that I will go to view. There is only one view right now. Let me change this one view to two views. How it will help me? It will help me to give me two views. One I will keep this normal, other one 3D view. So I will press this two views. So this is a top view right now. You can see a top view, and this is active camera view where I can see the whole thing as I'm working on. Now this top view, I will change it to custom view 1. It will show me something like this. Okay. So now if you will notice that what I have here is like a camera. Okay. If you will see that here is my camera, and my camera is pointing here. And all these layers are basically showing in this 3D form. They are the pictures just like this, and all of them are at one position. Now I need to change the positions. Okay. But sometimes what happens, they will go a bit far away and I will not be able to see them. I can only recognize them through my outline. Okay. Now the outline, all of them are same color. You can see that. Okay. So it's better to keep them a different color outline. So I will go to each one of them, change its color. Okay. So that when I am working on them, it will be different. Okay. So now they all are different colors. So now if I will move them, just you can see all of them are different color. If I will move them, I will be able to recognize which layer I'm working now currently. So I will press P on my keyboard for this for the horizon, for the sky. Okay. Now this is z-axis, this is y-axis. Sorry, this is x, this is y, and this is z. Z-axis will help me to push my layer behind. Okay, more far away. So if I will change this one, you can see that what is happening here. Okay, So let me zoom in a bit and you will see that if I'm pushing it, you can see that sky is going back. And when something is going backward, how it will look like? It will appear that it is becoming smaller. Actually, it is not becoming smaller. It is going backward. Like suppose when you're looking at a scene where there are mountains. So mountains seem smaller. When you look at moon seems smaller. Why it seems smaller? Because it's very far away. So anything that goes backwards or far away from your sight, it starts becoming smaller and smaller. That's what is happening over here. So I have to keep on moving it very far away because sky is something that goes very far. Okay, so it will go back far here. Now, I will not be able to see objects here because they will go outside the composition. So this custom view is not a good view for me. So the best view for me will be top view. If I will go to the top view, you will notice that it will show me the whole thing over here. Okay. And now I will go here and I have this sky over here. Okay. Now if I will move it back, keep on moving it back, so you can see that it's going backwards, the sky. So this is my sky and I'm able to move it back. Okay, and now I know the color of the sky is this color, so it will be easier for me to recognize. Okay, so I will move it back. Now once I will move it back, you will notice that here it seems very small. And when something seems very small, it's not right. So what I have to do is that how I can make it bigger. I will just press Shift and S on my keyboard, S for scale. So what it will do, it will bring the scale option here. Now I can scale it up as much I want, and you can see it is scaling up from here and from here as well. So once I'm satisfied with the size, a bit I will scale it, not too much, a bit outside the border. So in case if the camera is moving, it does not show the black areas. Okay, now I'm fine with this. This is okay. So now if I will only see the sky, so you can see the sky is now just like this. Now I'm done with the sky. I will go to the clouds. Now clouds should be, because this cloud should be somewhere between here and the far mountains. So I will press P and Shift S for the clouds as well. And changing the position of the sky also. Okay. Move it back. And somewhere here. Again, once it is done, I will scale it up. Okay, so that it captures my scene here correctly. Okay, now I'm done with this. Now I'll go back to my mountain far. Okay, and I'll do the same thing. I will press P and Shift S on my keyboard. And if I will press Shift, if I will change my like mountain far, you will notice that it's going very slowly backward. So if you want to speed up your alteration over here, you just have to press Shift and then change. So it will speed up your alteration, so you can quickly move it without any delay. Now I will go to scale it up as I want, maybe this much. So now you can see sky is here, clouds is here, this one. Now I will go to my cloud 3, which should be on top of, in front of the far mountains. So P and Shift S. Same thing over here I will do. Okay, move it far. And scale it up as much you're required to do that. If that is fine. Okay. So that's why it's always better you arrange your layers and then you start setting it up. So you will not have any issue. Otherwise, if you will start keep on adding and then keep on converting them to 3D, then arranging, then you might face some difficulties. But I don't want uh, that to happen. So what I did, I first arranged them, and then I started to do that. Okay. Now I will go to my Cloud 2, P and Shift S. Okay. Scale it up. Okay, not too much. Now I am on the last one. So basically I will press Shift and scale and position bit behind, then scale. Now I don't want to change anything. This is what I have done. Now you can see how it looks like. Okay, so this is one after one after one. Like this is sky, then clouds, then mountains, far mountains, then clouds, then medium mountains, then clouds, then near mountains, then cloud again. So this is how my layers are working here. So if I will go here, go to the active camera, sorry, custom view 1. So you can see how it actually looks like here. Okay, you can see that in this way it is there. If I will go to the custom view 2, this is another view, okay, in this direction. Custom view 3 is in this direction, but I'm better with the top view. But now I'm done with the ranging, so I don't need to do any changes here. I will just simply go back here to my 2 views and turn that back into 1 view. Now you will see there is a lot of layers here, and that's what actually we were looking for. Now if I will start, I have a 3D camera now. Now how the 3D camera works basically, if I will move over here and press C on my keyboard, you can notice that it is changing some icons. What are these icons basically? This icon, if you will see, is like a rotation sort of thing. This is called camera orbit. If I go to my 3D camera layer, press C on my keyboard, the first thing that I will get is the camera orbit. If I will click on my scene and drag, it will start orbiting my camera, and you can see that it looks like it is a 3D scene. Okay, so let me undo that. Now if I press C, now this is camera panning, so it will move the camera up or down. So if you see, this is 3D scene, so you can see that it's all the layers are arranged one after behind, so it looks like it's a 3D scene. Basically it's not 3D. What it is kind of like layers after one another, so it looks like it is 3D. Okay, now press C. This is a dolly, or you can see camera move in and move out, so it will zoom in, okay, just like this, and also zoom out like this. Okay, so let me undo this as well. Now if you want to animate the camera, you just have to go to the animation process of the camera, like position of the camera, okay, where you can position the camera just like this, okay, or you can go to press Shift R for the orientation of the camera. You can orbit the camera anywhere you want, and there are some more options. If I press here U twice, okay, the U key, U for Uber, and I have these options here: focal distance, aperture, so I can create some depth of field effect. Okay, so right now the aperture is this much, but my depth of field is not on. And if I close this by pressing U again and click this one, it will show me all the camera options. Camera options here. Depth of field is off. If I will turn on my depth of field, so whatever is far away will become blur, but it will take a lot of memory, so I will keep it off. Okay, so this is how I can animate the camera. With the transform, I can animate the camera by adding the keyframes here. But the best way to animate a camera is not through the camera directly. You can do that, but what I prefer and what I always do is that I create a null object. If you remember, Last time when we were doing the motion tracking, 3D camera motion tracking, we were using null object to track our our elements on the screen. Null object can be also used as a you can say a controller. How? If I will go to the layer, new, null, and rename this null. Oops. Okay, I will just go here and press enter and rename it to camera controller. Now I have this one. Okay, now this camera controller is what? This basically is like a null object. Now I want this camera controller null object to be 3D as well. Now it has become 3D. You can see that 3D icon is appearing on the scene, which shows that this is 3D. Okay, now what I can do here is that I can take my camera, go to the parent option and make the camera controller null its parent. Now wherever the null will go, the camera will move it. So this will really avoid a lot of different problems that camera can give you. Okay, so I can easily move my null, and if I'm moving my null, so you can see the camera is moving. Okay, if I move up or down, so it will move in this way. So this is how you can easily work on it. Okay, now because if you will work on the 3D camera itself, the position, okay, it's not same as the one it is here, because if I position it, it starts orbiting, okay, which is not what we are looking for. So it's better to use the your camera control, like your null object, and make that null object as the parent of your camera. So this is like a good way I have found that works quite good for me. Okay, so it will work good for you too. Now what I will do here is that I will make a 2 keyframe by turning on my stopwatch. It will create a keyframe here. Now I will go to any the timeline, like suppose 7, and make a keyframe here as well. Now both are same, but I don't want both of same. And at the 7th second, I want it to appear just the way it is right now. And then I will go back to my first frame, and I will start zooming this inside. Okay, something like this. And as you know, my quality is like on a third, so that's why like resolution is not that good. And also I will move it down something like this. Okay, now the speed is constant because there is no slow in and slow out over here. There is no ease. To create a nice camera effect, I can select both of them by clicking here, or if you want to select all of these, whatever you have here, the keyframes, you just have to press the option of where you have applied the keyframes, just like here, and it will select. At this point, I only have 2, and I wanted to select only 2, so it was easy for me. Okay, I'll right click here, Keyframe Assistant, change it to Easy Ease. Now if I will press space bar here, and you can see that it is showing me some sort of animation just like this. Okay, now I can do so many things between here. Okay, what I can do here is that, let me go on the top viewport to show you what actually is happening. To view, this is the top viewport. Okay, let me go here. Now just notice where the camera is right now. The camera is somewhere over here, and it is capturing this sky. Okay, and there is a null object which is moving. So null is parent of camera, so camera is moving with it. So if I move around, so you can see the null is moving down and camera is following it. Okay, so you got the idea. Now what I want is that I want to animate clouds. So this cloud, skipping every other cloud, like I will take this cloud, not this one, this cloud, not this one, and press P on my keyboard for position. create a move it somewhere on the right side, like left side, suppose some right here. Okay, a bit, not too much, little bit, and I will make a keyframe. Now I will go to the last frame and move it to the other side, just like this. Okay, so it will give an animation of a moving cloud, that the cloud is also moving. Now this is going from left, actually right. Okay, so what I will do here is that this is left to right. So I will close this one. I will take this cloud and press P over here. Clicked on the stopwatch. This one I want opposite. I don't want left to right. I want right to left. So I will move this one here a bit. Okay, not too much, a bit. And then I will go to the last frame and bring it to the other side, just like this. So this one also will start animating in a different way. So the speed is like little faster. You can slow it down. Okay. Again, I don't want two views, I want one view. And you will notice that if I will play this animation, this is how it will work. Okay, so cloud animation is a little faster, but you can slow it down. And one more thing I can do here now is that, let me take my time head indicator to the end, change this from third to full view so I can see the full like a quality. Now I will bring this lion, the green screen, and bring it on top of everything here. Okay, and I will move it on top of the near mountain, make it 3D. Okay, and also what I will do here is that I will go to my mountain near, go to its position pressing P, copy the position of this near mountain and paste it to the lion. So lion will move to the position where my this cloud is. Okay, now one thing I want to remove this green screen. This is a like it's CG, like it's a computer graphics based lion. It's not the real video of the lion. So that's why you will notice that it's very clear. So it will be very easy for me to remove this. So I will go to the effect, keying. Okay, then I will use linear key. Okay, and take this one, click it here. Okay, and then what I will do here is that I will use matte only so I can see the matte and work on the softness a little bit. Okay, that's enough. Then I will take another and click on the border. I will add this border green color here as well. Okay, and add one more. Okay, and the softness, maybe I will change, I will reduce it to 3 or something like that. Please do though. So I think, yeah, 3 I think. Okay, so I just simply I have moved it. I didn't use any lot of number of ways, like a lot like other ways to remove the background. Otherwise, what you can do is that, let me remove this one. You can go to Effect, Keying, and you can use Key Light here. So I will click here with this color, and I will choose Screen Matte to see everything is okay. So I think already everything is okay. I don't have to change anything here. And final result. Now what I will do here is that I have to press P and Shift S so I can position him and scale him the correct way. I want to put him here somewhere. So I will just position him there, wherever he suits better. And you have to make sure where your shadow is lying. So the shadow is coming on this side, so that means I don't have to flip him. Okay. And also a little bit scale, I will scale him, not too much. Okay. Now if I will play here, let me change back to the third resolution. Okay. So this is how you can create a matte painting from scratch if you have different elements here. Okay. Is this all clear? Any one of you who have any any question regarding this, or you have not understood what we are talking about? Okay, clear? So this is what we can how we can apply like different kind of like effects, like a layer uh, optimization here, or different layers we can take and put them together to create a 3D view here. Okay. No, I didn't copy the lion. The lion is as it is. I didn't copy anything. There is only one layer. So the shadow is also over. The shadow was there already. Okay. So if you will see, if I will show you the real footage of the lion. Okay. Shadow is here already. So I didn't create the shadow. It was there already. Okay. So that's why I can see the shadow and I don't need the shadow. Okay. Now we are done with this part. So what I can do here is that I can save it as whatever I want to save it as. Okay. And maybe I will call this one math tutorial 1. Okay. Now I will make a new file here, new project. Now what we will do here, we are done with this like a project where we had different layers and we arranged those different layers all together, and after after arranging them, what I did was that I brought them into Adobe After Effects and I started arranging. When you start to arrange those, keep in like one thing you can do is that you can keep in mind that okay, maybe I'm working in Photoshop and I'm arranging. Okay, take After Effects as Photoshop when you're doing the composition. So when my composition is done, when everything is arranged, then I started to make them 3D, arranging them with a 3D camera, animating them. The first thing what I did was that composition. And composition, exactly the way I do in Photoshop, I did it here by moving around layers, by putting things together. Okay. Now, one thing I will do here is that I will bring another in like a footage here. Okay. And this time what I will do here is that I will bring two videos, like three. Let me bring 3 of them here. or maybe 2 is enough. Okay, now I have here 2 layers, two like files here. One is a picture, okay, a normal picture here. So it's not showing for some reason here, I don't know why, but there is a picture here if you will notice on the screen. Okay, for some reason it's not showing here. Now if I'll make a okay, there is some issue with my card. Let me do this change here, because sometimes it happens. It was working before, now there is something wrong here. Okay, uh, while it's loading, let me show you what I have brought here inside. Okay, I brought a single image. This time I didn't brought layers of you know, like different layers from any folder. This is a single image of a you can say like single image of mountains. So this is what I have brought it here. Now this single image I will convert into a like a 3D like a 3D sorry like different number of layers. So uh, it is opening right now. I don't know what's the reason it's taking too much time. So I can do one thing. Let's go on to Photoshop, okay, and open this inside the Photoshop. So I go here, drag this image here inside the Photoshop. Okay, I think I have to wait a little bit. Okay, yeah. Now here you will see that this is the image which I have brought. Now what I need to do is that I want to convert this image into layers. I have to take the layers, I have to bring the layers out of this single image. How I can do that? How I can convert this? Because if I will do this, it will look more realistic. The reason it will more realistic is that because I'm using all the elements from single file and they all are following same environment. So it will become more realistic if I will apply this change like you know change inside, like if I will apply these layers inside the uh, my After Effects and convert them into 3D. Okay, now this is open. I have to check my uh, setting here. Okay, I'm not sure where I can turn on, because what I did is that I just turned off my like rendering from GPU to CPU. So I have to from CPU to GPU. So I have to move back to the CPU. So that option I'm looking here, I cannot find it. Let me close this one and open a new project. Okay, I know what I can do now. The file itself is too big, so that's why it is creating issue here. So what I can do here is that I can make a new composition. Okay, resolution. Okay, we can keep it third. Everything same as it is. Now 3D render, classic 3D, cinema 4D. Okay, keep it okay. Now this is a blank window. Okay, so now I will try to move it here. Okay, now I don't know what is the reason here. Because all of this is certain, it stopped working. Okay, the only thing I can do here is that I can close it and I have to reopen it. So I will close it and then I will reopen it. But by the time it is opening, okay, what I can do here is that I can go inside my Photoshop and try to convert, convert these layers into a, you can say, like layer of, like where, like I want to divide them into different layers, like convert this one picture into different layers. That's what I will do inside the Photoshop. But let this finish, uh, ending it up. Or what I can do, I can force close this. Okay, yeah, it's closed. So now I can go and open it up. Okay, so I will open it up, reopen it. But while it is opening, let's convert this into at least four layers. Okay, sky, background, and all this stuff. So what I can do here is that I can go here. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's go to edit and go to sky replacement. Okay, so instead of this sky, maybe I can use some other sky and see if that can help. So it's loading the sky, and let's see if it helps us. Or because this sky is all like there is no sky actually. If you will look at it, it's like there is no sky. So there should I want some, at least some clouds over there, something. So that's why I'm using this cloud, the sky replacement tool here. So what it will do is that it will replace this clear sky with that sky replacement tool, and it will help us to create something more like visibly appealing. Okay. Okay. So now it is replacing this guy here, which is fine. Let's see what else we can apply. I can choose this one. So this is not that good. Let's see some other skies. I think the first sky was better, so I can use the first sky. There are some more skies, but I don't think they will suit this image at least. So I will take this one. Yeah, this one. And then I can do some changes here. I can shift the edge a bit, fade the edges. Okay, fine. I will increase the brightness. Okay, and I want, no, I don't want to scale it up. Keep it as it is. So I will a little bit scale it, not too much. Otherwise, I will have this issue. That's all. Okay, brightness, let me increase it a bit more. Now what I can do is that I will try to flip and see how it looks like. Okay, it looks better than in flipping. And I will duplicate layer and apply. Let me see if the After Effects is open. Yeah, After Effects is also open. Now I have this. Now what I will do here is that I will convert these layers into this into different layers. First of all, I will go here. I don't want this guy. Okay. So simple, what I can do here is that I can select here this guy, press delete. Okay. Oops, there is one thing I have to do here. Let me merge these two layers so I can have only one layer. Now I have only one layer, so I will delete. I will get content aware. I will press OK. So it will move that guy from here. There is some issue left here at this part, which I can fix with this. Okay, now it's fine. Now what I want here to do is that I want to remove the background and I want only this. Okay, so I can go to the properties. Okay, where is the property? Okay, properties are not here. I will go here in the window, turn on the properties. Let me put the properties here because I usually need properties most of the time. And here I will make a copy of this layer. Okay, and hide the background layer and go to this layer because this is locked, so I cannot remove background from here. So that's why I've made a new layer and hide this one. Now I will go to remove background. Okay. So what it will do now is that it will remove the background from my whole layer. Okay, now you can see that the background is completely removed, and now I can easily use this as a layer. But you can see there is a mask created. So I don't want the mask, I want only a single layer. So what I can do, I can make a new layer under this one, select both of them, this one and the empty layer, and merge them. So what it will do is that it will get rid of the mask. So now this is one layer. I will go to File, Save As, okay, and here I can create maybe a new folder, single image layers I will call this, and I will save as a PNG file the man on the mountain here, and I will write here near mountain, the mountain which is the nearest, okay, near mountain. Okay, saved. Now I will hide this one. And now what I will do here is that I don't want this layer because I already saved it. Now I don't want mountain here, I want this. So simple, what I will do, I will take my magnetic lasso tool and just randomly I will select the border of from the borders all the whole mountain. Okay, now I will press delete and it will ask the content aware. Press OK. And it will remove that mountain. Now here I have two different type of mountains, medium and far. So this I also want to separate. Okay, so I will take my magnetic lasso tool, okay, and or maybe I will magnetic lasso tool, and then I will start clicking here and then making like a selection around this. Let me do one thing. Let me zoom in for better result, because sometimes it does not so I will move to the other side now. Okay. Just randomly I will keep on selecting this. Okay, now I will select the bottom part, but you can see that it's not selecting the way I want it. Okay, because it's a magnetic lasso tool. So here it's selected nicely things. Okay, but some parts are left like this one. So I will press shift on my keyboard to add the selection like this part. So I will draw over here, close it. So this will be added in my selection. Now this part is not added because of the magnetic lasso tool. So what I can do, I can take my rectangle marquee tool, press shift key, select all these items from here, okay, and this one. So what it will do is that it will add these leftover parts inside my selection, just like this. Okay, now I will go to edit, copy, and then new, and I will paste it here. Now I don't want my background here because I want without a background. So I'll go to File, Save As, PNG. Okay, this is near mountains, this will be middle mountains. And this done. Now already this is selected, but I don't want this. So what I will do, simply I will press delete on my keyboard, content aware fill, press OK. Now it is gone. Okay. Now what I want here is that I want the far away mountains, which I will select from the magnetic lasso tool, just like this way. But you have to be careful because they are very light, and that's why they are difficult to select. Okay. Now I will select this whole thing, just like what I did before. But obviously this is a magnetic lasso tool, so it will skip some of the selection. So I will add, like suppose this one, and corners. So I will take my mark you tool, press shift key on my keyboard so it can, and select all which were out of the selection to add them inside the selection. Okay. Now everything is done, everything is selected. Now what I want is that I want this to copy. Okay, go to new and make it, I will paste this and delete the background, and I will save it as far mountains. Okay, now I don't want to save it because I already saved the PNG. Now I don't want this. I don't want these mountains here. So I will simply press delete here, content aware. I only want the sky. So it's quite easy for the sky, because what I will do here is that I will just delete this. If they are not correctly deleted, I will make a new layer and a new solid, and I will place it over this layer, and I will try to blend it with the gradient, so it will look like there is a sky there actually. Okay, but it's good. It has done a good job removing this part. Only thing is that I have to take this spot healing tool and remove at least these parts from here. Now I will go to File, Save As, PNG, and call this sky. Okay, so all the layers are done. I will close this one. Now let's go back here. Now I hope it works. Before, I don't know what was issue that it wasn't working. Let me bring back those images. Now I'll create a new composition, same size as I did before, 10 seconds. Now it's working fine. Okay, good. Now what I will do here is I will take all of these layers and put them here. Okay, but I have to arrange them nicely. Sky, I have to press P over here and move it down or somewhere here. Let me do one thing here. Right click, transform fit com to width. Okay, then I will go to the, I think it should be far mountain now. So I will drag power mountain here. Right click, fit to right click, transform fit to com width, and then it should be on the bottom part. So I will press P, bring them down here. Okay, and sky I have to move it at least here. Okay, now middle mountain, I will drag over the far mountain. Right click, transform fit to com width, and then press P, move it down. Okay, nicely done. Now the last one, this one, right click, transform fit to com width, and P, move this bit up. Now everything is nicely arranged. If I will go here, it looks like what we had before. Okay, now it looks the same as we had before. Now if I will move this one, this will look more 3D-ish. The reason is that because it is from single image. Okay, and that single image obviously was a one flat image run real image, and if I will be keep on rotating it and moving it left to right or whatever, so the whole environment will seem like it belongs to one. So same thing I will do here is that I will convert all of them into 3D, go to layer, new, camera. Okay, once I have done with this, I will go to my new layer, layer new, null, and rename it to camera controller, and go to camera and parent the camera controller to it in null objects. Now what I will do, I will go to the two horizontal views, the top one here, and for the safe side I will change all these colors here. This one I will make it blue because it is sky. Far mountain, maybe I will make it dark green. This one, middle mountain, I will make it purplish. This one I will make it sandstone. Rest I will keep it as it is. Now sky, I have to press P and shift S for scale. Now I will move it back, the sky, as much I can move it. Oops. Okay. So somewhere here. Now I can scale it up. The best way to scale is that I can right click here. Just notice the scale value, 148.6, all of it. But if I will go to transform, fit to com width, automatically they will all be changed. Okay, so this is the fastest way to scale it up. Okay, but the problem is that it will come back to its own position, so I don't want that. Okay, so I will scale it up manually. Now far mountain, P and then shift S, move this one far. Okay, somewhere here. Now scale it up as well. Okay, but at the same time I have to change the position, the Y position. I have to bring it down. little bit more down wherever that sky meets it, somewhere here. Okay, let me hide the near mountain for now. Now I will go to the middle mountain, C and press S, move this back as well, but not too much, a little bit, something like this. Scale it up, press and then arrange the position. I think the best position is here. Okay, now I will go to my near mountain, hide it, and I will leave the value as it is. I don't want to change it because it's near the camera. Now if I will go here, view, and press C on my keyboard, so I will get these options. So if I will take this orbit around and try to orbit, so you can see how it is orbiting. Okay, but it's going away. If you increase the size, it will be fine. But I don't want to do that because I'm only doing zoom in and zoom out. So now it looks more 3D-ish. Okay, because it is from the same video, that's why. Okay, so I will zoom in a little bit, okay, and press C again to move it down. So this is how you can see I can change it, but I don't want to change from the camera itself. I will just go to my controller, okay, and convert this into 3D. Press P over here, and then I can zoom in a bit, not too much. Move this down. Okay, now I have done with this. Now what I have here is that I want to animate it, but before animating it, I have like one video here which I want to drag here. Okay, and this image or this video, if you will see that, is of this person. I want this person from this video actually. Okay, so what I will do, I will just make a new composition, drag this down here to make a new composition here, and I will make my full view so I can see everything, 100% view, or maybe a little bit more. Now first of all, I will do a garbage mask. Why? So that I only can have this guy, not anything else. So what you can see is that, like, if I will go around just like this, I can go on his layer. Okay, now I know his boundary, so I will not go out of his boundary, and I will start making something like this here. Okay, now that's what I have here. Now what I can do here is that I can have this option here, content aware fill. Okay, so let me see if it works. I think this is for fill. I don't want to fill it, so that's something different. Okay, because I want to remove this background from here, so I will find an easier way to do that. One way is to do rotoscoping, but rotoscoping usually takes a lot of time. So another method here is that I will duplicate this layer. Okay, go to effect, color correction, and use coloroma, and it will apply coloroma. I will go to the output cycle and change this to gray ramp. Okay, ramp gray. Okay, now here I can add one more color, black, and try to push it just like this so that I will only have black and white. But it's a little hard to have a black and white. So let me check if I can do this with the help of Coloroma. Otherwise, we have no choice rather than using the rotoscope. Okay, so I don't have any other. Yeah, let's check. We can do some changes here. So no, I don't think we can do with the chroma like Coloroma. Let's do the rotoscoping. I don't have any. We don't have any other choice rather than doing with the chroma. So I'll just simply go here, convert this into a pre-comp so that it will ignore the mask. Okay. So I will move everything inside. Okay. Uh, and I will call it mountain mask. Now, for the safe side, I will turn on the checkerboard so I can see the background, whatever it is. And then I will go to I will double click this. Okay. And double click it again. Let's do one thing here. Let me undo, and because I don't want to create a chroma, sorry, I don't want to create a pre-compose. I will keep it as it is. Now here I'm here inside this footage. After double clicking, just like what we did in the last class, we are moved here. I will take my my rotus brush, make it a little small. How to make it small? You all, I think, now know when you have to press, like to make it smaller, you have to press Control on your keyboard, then drag left or right so it can become smaller or bigger. Now I want to remove the parts that I don't want. Okay, sorry, I have to click on the parts that I want, like here. And the parts that I don't want, I will press Alt and remove it. Okay. Okay, and then what I will do here is that I will just play it backwards. Okay. Or I think it's better to go in the beginning and then play it. Otherwise, it will not work for you, like correctly. Okay, so you can see that it is propagating the whole thing. Okay, you can see what is going on here. Okay, so once it is reached to 450, then we will be done. So if the quality is not good or something while removing it, so don't worry because we don't have time to do that. But actually, you can do it easily if you know, when you have time. You can go to every frame to fix it. But right now, we are just doing it very quickly. So at this stage, I'm not too worried about the quality right now. I just want to remove this background. That's all what I want to do here. Okay. And after this, can anyone tell me what is the end of the class time so I can like like I know like what I have to teach next, like the next topic after this one. Can anyone tell me the end time or like the class time? When will the class end? Okay, so we have enough time. So after this, I'll give you a little break, and then after the break, what we will do is that we will move to the next topic, which is basically how we can apply uh, the matte paintings over an existing video. Here, if you know that this is not whatever we did so far, we took a picture and we converted that picture into different layers. And those layers, what we did was that we made them, arrange them in a way that they will look like a 3D layer. So, what if we have a video instead of a picture, and how we will change the video? Okay, so that's what we will learn, and then also we will see how we can work on like a panoramic matte painting. Okay, first we will do like a normal where the camera is either panning or zooming, and then we will learn how we can do when the camera is uh, like panning from left to right, like in a panoramic form. Okay, so that's what we will also do. So now it is all rotoscoped. I will go back to my original footage here by clicking here. Okay, and it will take little time to propagate the whole thing. It is done now. So I will close this all setting. The background is removed. Took a little time, but yeah, it removed everything. Let me close this. Okay. Now what I will do, I will go to my project window here. I have my comp or this one, this composition which I just created. Let me rename this one. Okay. So that I know this is the guy here. So I will just press enter, and man on the mountain. Okay. I will go to my composition here, and just over on the top of the near mountain, I will bring the man on the mountain. And just notice my quality over here is third. So whatever I will bring here will be low quality. So you might notice that there is some artifacts over there, but it's not actually artifacts. It's because I have like I have changed my quality from full to third. Okay, so that's why the quality will be little lower when you will see on the screen. So it's loading right now. It will take a little time. So basically what I will do is that if you remember that, let me make it 3D as well, this layer. If you remember last time, when we worked on the previous file, I added the lion, like the lion. So that lion was a like I converted that to 3D layer. Same thing I will do here. I will press P on the mountain, this near mountain, copy its position, and copy the and paste the position on this layer. So because right now it is keep on loading, that's why it's not showing, but still I can move its position wherever I want. Okay. So once it is loaded, it will be here. Okay, so right now it is loading, and that's why it's taking a little time here. Let me go to quarter view and see. Or let's convert it to full. Okay, so quarter and full both are little slow. So what I can do here is that while it is loading, I can take my camera. Okay, press like camera controller, press P over here. Okay, and move this back there. It's a keyframe. Go a little bit further here. Okay, and just slightly what I will do is that I will move these cameras to have a slight effect of a movement like this. Okay, and also let me hide this man layer because this man layer is taking too much time. Now I can unhide it, but it's still taking time. But as we know that if I will press my spacebar, it will load. Okay, let me hide this man layer and then press the spacebar so that you can see the animation. Okay, so what you can do is that you can take a short break around you can say I will give you another break at 5 if we are not done. Okay, if we are done, then we are done. Otherwise, I can give you a little another break. But just take a short break of for 10 minutes, and then we will come back and we will start like around you can say maybe 15 minutes, and then we can come back and we will work on the other project. This is like basically the same thing. Okay, so you can see that it is moving far away, but only issue is that this layer is taking a little time to load. Okay, so I can move this keyframe here so that it will take. Okay, so out of single picture, if you will convert them into layers, it will show a much more better result. Okay, so it's recommended if you can do this if you want to create something like this. Okay, now after the break we will work on different topics, the matte painting, but the different topic of matte painting, because this is what we created is from a single image and used images. Okay, videos also, but videos as a chroma screen or something like that, like to keep some models in our video. But after the break we will see how we can use a 3D like tracking over a video itself, and on that video we apply our maths. Okay, so that we will learn, and just take like a 10 to 15 minutes break, and I will message you on Blackboard to join back. Okay, so we can so I will like message you over there. Okay, so let's meet after the break.